In one day, my bank account was wiped clean. Like someone had taken an eraser and just deleted everything. Gone. This is my story. I'm Margaret Chen, 61 years old, and this is what happened to me. Please hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I hope my story serves as a warning for someone out there. I was an ordinary person. Still am, really. My husband and I live in a modest townhouse in the suburbs outside Philadelphia. He runs a small hardware store. And I spent 30 years working the register at our neighborhood grocery store. We lived simply, saved carefully. We were relentless savers. Eating out was maybe twice a year. Vacations meant driving to visit family at Thanksgiving or Christmas. We bought our clothes at outlet malls. Over 3 decades, we managed to save about $200,000. Watching that number grow in our savings account made me proud. But I was anxious. My husband was 65, I was 61. The hardware store wasn't doing great. People shop at Home Depot now. My back was starting to hurt from standing all day at the register. And our son, David, had just gotten engaged. Beautiful girl. We were thrilled, but terrified. How are we going to help with the wedding? What about a down payment on a house? That's all I thought about. My friends talked constantly about helping their kids. Someone bought their daughter a condo, someone else gave $50,000 for a wedding. My $200,000 felt pathetically small. Then my high school friend Jennifer called. Smart, successful Jennifer. We met for coffee, and she dropped this bomb. Margaret, you're still just keeping money in a savings account? Girl, that's crazy. I've been trading stocks. Made over $100,000 last year. My ears perked up. $100,000. That was 3 years of my grocery store salary. Could I do that? Absolutely, Jennifer said confidently. There are apps now. Super easy. I'll show you. I couldn't stop thinking about it. $100,000 would cover David's wedding completely. I tentatively asked my husband, honey, what if we tried investing in stocks? He shook his head. What do we know about that? We could lose everything, but I couldn't let it go. I secretly took $20,000 from our savings and started. Jennifer recommended a big tech company. Within a week, I'd made $1,000. $1,000 for doing absolutely nothing. I felt like a genius. At the grocery store, I had to stand for 8 hours to make $80. And here I made $1,000 sitting on my couch. I got bolder. Added another $20,000. Tried other stocks Jennifer suggested. Made $5,000 in a month. I started giving advice to my coworkers. You guys should really try this, I'd say, like I was some kind of expert. Looking back, it's embarrassing. 2 months in, Jennifer invited me to meet someone. A guy in an expensive suit named Robert Mitchell. Investment consultant, his business card said. He had a laptop full of impressive charts I didn't understand. Mrs. Chen, you've done well so far. But these returns won't get you to your goals. I have access to special information. He leaned in conspiratorially. There's a company involved in a major infrastructure project. Federal contracts coming. Institutional investors are positioning themselves now. This is the opportunity. I didn't really understand. But Jennifer jumped in. I'm putting in big money on this one, Margaret. This kind of intel doesn't come around often. My heart raced. David's wedding was 3 months away. We didn't have nearly enough. I lay awake all night. At 4 a.m., I made my decision. I liquidated everything, all $200,000. Then I took out a $50,000 home equity line of credit. First time I'd ever borrowed money in my life. My hands shook as I signed the papers. $250,000, all into one stock Robert recommended. The first 2 days were incredible. My account hit $400,000. I'd made $150,000. I could barely breathe. David's wedding, a house down payment. Comfortable retirement, it all seemed within reach. I was about to tell my husband. I was ready to share my triumph. Then my phone buzzed. The stock was falling. Not just falling, collapsing. I watched $100,000 disappear in an hour. Then another $100,000. By the next morning, I had $90,000 left. In 48 hours, I'd lost $260,000. I had to tell my husband. That night, I confessed everything. The savings, the loan, the stock. He sat in silence for a long time. What are we going to do now? Those words broke me. He wasn't angry. He was just defeated. That was worse. The creditors started calling. The interest alone was $3,000 a month. My grocery store salary was barely $2,500. I quit and got 2 jobs. Delivering newspapers at 4 a.m. $1,000 a month. Night shifts at 7-Eleven, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. $2,000 a month. My husband started driving for Uber after closing the store. We never saw each other. When I left at dawn, he was sleeping. When I came home at 3 a.m., he was still out driving. David figured it out. When we told him, he cried. The wedding. We need to postpone it, my husband said quietly. This is my fault, David said. No, I told him. This is mine. I got greedy. That night, all 3 of us cried together. A year has passed. It's been brutal. I slipped on ice during a delivery and bruised my ribs. But I couldn't stop. I had to finish my route. David postponed the wedding. His fiancée understood, bless her. He started doing DoorDash on weekends to help us. We've paid off 1/3 of the debt. We made a spreadsheet, tracking every dollar. Each month, we check off another line. I learned some hard lessons. Never put all your money in one place. Never invest with borrowed money. Never trust special information without verification. Always set a stop loss. Never gamble with money you need. Most importantly, real wealth isn't in your account balance. It's in the people sitting around your dinner table. We'll finish paying off this debt. Maybe by next summer. Then we're going to take David and his fiancée out for a steak dinner. That's my dream now. Not huge, but precious. If you're thinking about investing, study first. Set rules. Don't get greedy. Don't borrow. And above all, protect your family. Money can be earned again. Trust, once broken, is much harder to rebuild. The real treasure isn't in the bank. It's the steam rising from a home-cooked meal and the laughter of people you love. Subscribe and leave a comment with your own experiences. We're all learning together. Thank you. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and does not constitute financial advice. Investment decisions are solely the responsibility of the viewer.